Hey everybody, Chris Schaefer of Pautzke Outdoors. Today we're back in South Carolina. We're in the low country today on Santee Lakes. And you know what we're doing here today? We're going after some of the best crappie in the United States. Our old friend Lightning TC Lloyd invited us to come out here today and do a little long line. And everybody knows during the springtime you can get a lot of pressure out here. But you know what? With a lake that spans across 5 counties like this one, there's always a place to go to catch a lot of crappie. Now, one of the amazing things about today is he told us we're going to catch a lot of crappie over 2 pounds. Now, you can't do that everywhere. We're going to try for a 3-pounder, but we're going to be happy with anything over 2. Let's see how we do.
You couldn't even get all the rods out and you already got one.
Santee, this is the start of a good day, it seems like. Oh yeah.
Barely even got the sun up yet.
Yeah, we hope to do a lot better than this today, though.
There'll be a trophy in a lot of other places.
Oh yeah. Crappie ball, Jinko curly tail, catching them already this morning. Ain't got all the rods out yet. Oh yeah.
Ooh, here comes Lightning. Are you lightning with the net too? Get that in there.
If you bring it everything, I would. Oh, it's about a 2. Oh, it's about a pound. That's about a pound 70. That ain't quite a 2-pound fish. Santee Cooper though. Do what we can with them. Santee's just so big. I don't think these fish get as much pressure as people think they do. I mean, this lake's massive. You know, there's boats out here. Well, I think we've seen about 9 boats out here all day on the end we're in, and that's not much compared to the thousands of acres this lake covers. And the fish can just grow. It's got good bait. You know, it's got a lot of humps, a lot of trees, a lot of deep water. It's got everything a fish needs to get big, and they sure do get big out here. I believe this is a good Santee fish right here. Oh yeah, that's a good one here. Oh yeah, this is at least a 175. Might be a 2 right here. It's better than a 1.25 pound we caught first thing this morning.
Told you we should have got here at 9.
Oh yeah, that's a good one here. Used all the handle of that net. Hold on. Let me get up. There you go. Oh yeah.
Ooh, that is a big fish.
Oh yeah,
that's a big old belly, man.
Oh yeah, that's a 2-pound Santee fish. Look at that thing.
Fish on, baby. Some really good head shakes to him. Trying to get him boat.
All right, walk up some so I can get there. Walk back.
Ooh, he's a good one though.
You can come out here in the spring right now this time of the year and you liable to catch a 3-pound fish. You know, several people do. It was a tournament last week and I think they weighed in 2 fish that went 298, and we've caught some 250s and 260s the 2 days that we've been fishing, and it just goes to show that, you know, Santee Cooper is one of the best places in the southeast to catch fish, especially black crappie. It's in my opinion, it's the best lake around. We're fishing with Jinko rods. This is a 10-foot hyper sense. We got rods out from 18 foot all the way down to 10 foot. A lot of people use a short rod out the back of the boat. I like a 10 or even a 12-foot rod sometimes. As you can see, I got power poles in my boat. My rod rack's a little bit further back. I like to have this a little bit longer rod to drive the fish out of the motor if we do get a good fish and wants to go down on you. But, you know, we got on 4 or 6-pound test. I'm pulling 6 today. There's some real big fish in Santee. 16th ounce jig head, curly tail. We're tipping them with the fireballs. Using Lew's reels. This is a 200 series style reel. It's a real good reel, holds plenty of line. The line's actually Bass Pro Excel. I've always used that. It's a good line, ain't never let me down.
Got a double? Lightning Lloyd. We got a triple.
That may be. Is that a fish?
Here, give it to me. I'll hold it. Cameraman. Cameraman.
Fish there.
Oh yeah, there's a triple. Triple. There's a fish on here too. There's another one right here. Oh, smack.
This is a big one. Hey, just put that one down.
Come on, Lightning.
Get the net for this one. This is a nice fish, right?
Holy, that is a big crappie.
Hurry up, get back all the way to the back.
Whoa.
All the way to the back. All the way to the back. Oh yeah, that's what we come for. All right, you take care of that one. Let me get this one here.
Here, take this rod from me.
Give me the rod, Ken.
Take the rod from me. Gotta love a triple.
This is a good one here too, y'all. This is a real good fish right here too. Go ahead and get that one out. Back as fast as you can, Mitch.
Quick, net. Let me get out of the way here. Oh my gosh.
What a little run of fish.
3 fish. The third one's still on the side.
You can single pole. There's fish on brush. We were marking fish on brush earlier. You can come out here with a cork and a minnow and just fish brush. You can single pole around the cypress trees in a couple weeks when they get real shallow. Tight line, long line. You can do it all and catch fish when they move up here in these creeks like they are right now. It's the prime time for everybody to come out. Even if you don't know what you're doing, you can come in this creek and piddle around and you'll catch some fish. We've been using these curly tails right here from Jinko. We got these various size jig heads. We got 16, 32nd, 48s, 1/8s, and I'm gonna show you how we hooking them. You just take one of them, and I always go tail away from the jig head. Seems to help some. And we just sliding them on, coming up, and that's it. That's what we're using. And we're using the Crappie fireballs. We're using the pink shad and the chartreuse garlic. And you see these right here. You can get them at Walmart. I think they're $3 for a jar of them, and there's a couple hundred in here. You know, one jar lasts you a while. And basically, all we're doing is just taking them and just grab them in your hand and just tip them on there, and that adds some scent. And these things is real strong. You know, if you open them up and you get a whiff of them, and they're real strong. The Crappie nibbles you can get from Walmart, they don't really have as much scent as these at all. These summer guns here will open up in the house. Your wife will be mad at you. Looks like a real good fish right here. Still ain't got all the rods out. We caught a nice guard. Now we got a nice Crappie on. Good one right here, man. This is a good one right here. Feels real good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. This is a good one. A damn tank.
Dragon 3?
I don't know if he's 3, but he's bigger than we caught yesterday. That's a nice
fish.
All right, here we go. Man, look at that one. What a fish. Look at that. Wow. Feels good. Sometimes these 18-foot rods will fool you, but man, this feels like a good fish. Looks like a pretty good one right there now. Oh yeah. That might be another 2-pound fish. No, that's about maybe a 160 or so, maybe a 170. Good fish though. Jinko curly tail, Jinko rods, Crappie balls. Pull them through here and it's fun.
Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from beautiful South Carolina. We're about an hour from Charleston right now, and we're not too far from Columbia either. We're right smack in the middle of low country, doing a little bit of crappie fishing. Why? Because there's no better time to catch crappie on Santee Cooper than the springtime. It's when everybody's here, it's when the crowd's amassed, and it's when the crappie are on the chew. Now, we came out here today, and we long-lined. We did a lot of long lining, and we tipped all of our baits with Pautzke's brand new crappie fireballs. Reason why we're out here doing that, they have one heck of a scent. One of the strongest scents you'll ever see on anything that you would tip. You know, there's a lot of nibwits and dough baits that are on the market. Nothing that stays on the hook like these do, and that smell like these do. So we came out here today on one heck of a popular place to show you how well they work. And as you can see, it was 2-pounder after 2-pounder after 2-pounder all day long.
What the?
What a fish.
What was it?
Brush pile.
You caught a brush pile? Was it a 2-pound brush pile?
I believe it was.